Oh wow! Oh my gosh! Welcome to Egypt!
I want to give my kids memorable experiences that they'll be able to connect their learning to. I have all different types of learners in my classroom, and so for those visual learners, when we get to talking about the gods or we get to talking about the pyramids, that they'll have something to connect that to. Another thing that I do is I do song parodies. So I'll pick a popular song that the kids know and love already, and then I'll change the words to fit the standards that Kansas requires us to teach. And so hitting my auditory learners, I get them up and excited, and they're able to remember things better because they have that song in their mind. To me, relationships are the key part of building a classroom community and having students buy into what you are teaching them.
Hello, Austin!
And so this year I made a focus to build those relationships, and I've set aside time every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday in our class to just work on getting to know each other and working together. And so we always start with a greeting where they'll go around, and I always urge them to talk to students that they don't normally talk to that are outside of their friend group. And we'll do a greeting, and then we'll do some kind of activity. It might be discussion based where we're learning about who we are or who other people in our world are.
What made me want to nominate Miss Bay for the Horizon Award is the way she connects with kids, the energy she brings to her classroom every day, and then the things that she does to help kids learn. She teaches 6th grade social studies, which is world history. I think it's maybe the hardest of the social studies that we teach. And she would bring in popular rap songs and turn them into lessons where when I'd go in and watch her teach, it was like I learned more in one song in her class in a 5-minute session than I maybe learned in a whole year of world history when I was a 9th grader. So she just has that passion, ability to make her classroom unique. You know, I talk to kids, they don't feel like they're learning. They think it's just having fun. I think when you have kids saying that about your classroom, that's when you know that you've hooked them.
When I think about her, I always think about just like her smile, all that she always had, and just how fun everything was and all the projects we got to do. And I think that you should know that she's a very great teacher and that she's just a great person to be around in general.
Whenever we would get done with our lessons, I would go over to her and just kind of talk with her, and it was just really fun. And she would talk to me about things going on in her life, and we'd just talk to each other, and it was nice to have a conversation with a teacher.
What makes a perfect school day to me would be one where I get my kids excited about whatever's going on. I love when my later classes come in and they're already excited because they've heard kids talking about it in the hallway, what's going on. A couple weeks ago we were learning about Mesopotamia, and I did a whole court setup where I dressed like a judge and we talked about Hammurabi's code. And when the 5th hour and 6th hour came in my room, they were like, I've been so excited. I heard about what happened in your class, and they're looking forward to it. And that means I'm doing my job right.